We like to think we are too smart to be scammed. We have degrees, we have careers, we manage businesses. We would never give our life savings to a stranger on the phone. But what if the stranger isn't a stranger? What if the caller ID says local police department? What if they know your full name? Your home address? Your social security number? This is the fake authority scam. It doesn't target your greed. It targets your primal fear. It bypasses your intelligence completely. And it steals millions from highly educated professionals every single day. Here is exactly how they hack your brain. The trap doesn't start with the phone call. It starts months earlier, in the shadows of the internet. A massive corporate data breach occurs. Your personal information is bundled and sold on the dark web. For pennies, the scammers buy your data. They build a profile on you. They don't cast a wide, random net. They use spear phishing tactics. They know you have assets. They know you have a reputation to protect. Then, they make the call. Hello, this is Officer Miller from the Federal Investigations Bureau. The voice is stern, professional, unforgiving. Your identity was found on a bank account tied to international money laundering. There is a warrant out for your arrest. In that fraction of a second, your logical brain tries to fight back. This must be a mistake. I didn't do anything. But the scammer is ready. We know you might be a victim of identity theft, the officer says. But until we verify your funds, you are the primary suspect. They don't just accuse you, they offer a lifeline. They play both the threat and the savior. They read your home address out loud. They read the last 4 digits of your ID. The illusion of authority is cemented. The panic begins to rise. The trap is engaged. To make the scam bulletproof, they use escalation. A single police officer isn't scary enough, so they transfer the call. I am connecting you to the chief prosecutor handling your case. You hear hold music. You hear office background noise. It sounds incredibly authentic, because the scammers are sitting in a massive call center, operating like a Fortune 500 company. The prosecutor comes on the line. His tone is even colder. He sends a message to your WhatsApp or email. You open the file. It's an official-looking arrest warrant. It has government seals, official signatures, your photo, your exact details. It is forged, but in the heat of the moment, it looks flawless. You're staring at a document that says you are going to prison. Your heart races. Your palms sweat. The brain's prefrontal cortex, the center of logic, starts shutting down. When confronted by severe authority, humans are conditioned to comply. We are taught from childhood to obey the police, to respect the law. The scammer weaponizes your good citizenship against you. They know you won't hang up on a prosecutor. They know you will desperately try to prove your innocence. And that desperation is exactly what they need to control you. You are now a puppet on their string, ready to follow any command to make the nightmare stop. But first, they must cut you off from the real world. Are you alone right now? The prosecutor asks. This is a level 1 classified federal investigation. If you tell your spouse, they could be arrested as an accomplice. If you tell your bank teller, they might tip off the cartel. Do exactly as I say, and no one gets hurt. The psychological cage is locked. You are completely isolated. Just you and the voice on the phone. The setup is complete. It's time for the extraction. The demand is coming. Here is where the illusion should break. The prosecutor delivers the ultimate lie. To prove your innocence, we must audit your finances. You need to move all your money to a secure government-safe account. If your money is clean, it will be returned in 24 hours. If you refuse, we freeze everything and send the police to your door. A real police officer would never ask for money. A real government agency does not use safe accounts. But inside the victim's isolated, panicked mind, it sounds like the only way out. It sounds like salvation. The scammers give precise instructions. Go to the bank, stay on the line. If the teller asks why you are withdrawing cash, lie. Tell them you are buying a car. Tell them it's for a home renovation. They provide the victim with a script to defeat the bank's security protocols. The victim becomes an active participant in their own robbery. They walk into the bank. The teller asks the mandatory fraud prevention questions. Is someone telling you to withdraw this money? The victim looks at the phone hidden in their pocket, and they lie to the teller, just like the scammer ordered. Why? Because the fear of the fake police is stronger than the protection of the real bank. The victim withdraws the money, or initiates the wire transfer. Thousands of dollars, decades of savings. They follow the instructions to a Bitcoin ATM, or they wire it to a foreign account, believing they are clearing their name, believing it will all be returned tomorrow. They press send. The deed is done. The moment the transfer clears, the atmosphere shifts. The prosecutor is still on the line. We have received the funds for auditing. Wait, the victim says. I have another account. Do I need to secure that one too? The scammer never says no to more money. Yes, secure all assets immediately. The victim makes a second transfer, then a third, pushing credit cards to the limit. Eventually, there is nothing left. Zero balance. All right, the victim breathes out, exhausted. When will I be cleared? The prosecutor answers calmly. We will contact you tomorrow morning. The call disconnects. The phone screen goes black. For the first time in 4 hours, there is silence. In that silence, the adrenaline begins to fade. The prefrontal cortex starts working again. The victim looks at the wire transfer receipt. They look at the arrest warrant on their phone, and suddenly, without the hypnotic pressure of the voice, the flaws become obvious. The typo on the official seal, the strange email address it was sent from, the absolute absurdity of sending cash through a Bitcoin ATM to the government. The realization crashes over them like a tidal wave. They weren't audited. They weren't protecting their money. They just gave everything to a ghost. They try to call the number back. The number you have reached is not in service. They call the actual local police department. A real officer answers. Do you have an Officer Miller there? No, sir, and we would never ask you to wire money. The floor falls out from beneath them. It is a unique kind of devastation, because the criminal didn't break into their house. The criminal didn't hack their computer. The criminal just asked, and they handed it over. How does an offshore scam center look exactly like a local police station? It's called VoIP spoofing, Voice over Internet Protocol. Scammers use software to rewrite the caller ID. They can make any number appear on your screen. They route the calls through dozens of servers, masking their true location in Southeast Asia or Eastern Europe. The secure government account you wired money to? It belongs to a money mule, a compromised bank account used purely as a transit hub. The moment your money lands, it is instantly converted, bought into cryptocurrency, routed through unregulated exchanges, washed clean and untraceable. The entire operation is a well-oiled corporate machine. They have scripts. They have specialized closers like the fake prosecutor. They have performance metrics. They don't rely on luck. They rely on statistics. If they call 1,000 people, 999 might hang up. But the one who stays on the line, that one person will fund their entire operation for a month. It is the ultimate exploitation of human obedience. The scammers understand that intelligent people are often the most compliant because they have the most to lose. A reputation, a career, a clean record. The fear of losing it all makes them surrender everything. The fake authority scam destroys more than just bank accounts. It destroys a victim's trust in themselves. The shame of falling for it is paralyzing. But it has nothing to do with being foolish. It is a targeted, weaponized psychological assault. To defeat it, you only need one rule: verification over emotion. If the police, the FBI, or the IRS call you demanding money, hang up. It doesn't matter what the caller ID says. It doesn't matter what documents they send. Hang up the phone. Find the official number online. Call them yourself. Take back the power of initiation. Because the moment you break their script, you break their control, and you protect your life.